Hi, I'm Timo from Quantrolox. One of the biggest challenges in quantum today is the lack of workforce needed to develop and scale hardware for commercially useful quantum computers. The industry is still missing something fundamental, a true training path for quantum hardware engineers. You can't throw someone straight into a cutting-edge quantum hardware environment and expect them to learn on the fly. It's a bit like pilot training. First you learn in a flight simulator, then you move on to a single-engine beginner airplane, and only after all that, you progress to a more advanced aircraft. For quantum computing, that's where Quantrolox comes in. Quantum Edge Academy is the flight simulator for quantum hardware training, and VIDYAQAR is the next step, our open architecture beginner quantum system and electronic breadboard for the quantum era, for hands-on education and research. Together, they create the only integrated practical pathway for quantum workforce development. Quantum Edge Academy is our training platform for learning and teaching the practical side of superconducting quantum hardware without needing access to a physical lab. With expert-written courses and realistic simulated hardware, learners can build real intuition for how quantum systems work and prepare for work in research labs and quantum industry. Theoretical quantum education is well supported, but practical hardware training is still difficult, expensive, and limited by access to cryogenic systems and lab time. Quantum Edge Academy changes that by offering a scalable teaching solution built on top of the same quantum edge measurement and automation platform used in the industry on real QPUs. That means learners don't just study concepts, they run measurements, interact with realistic simulated hardware, and see how quantum experiments are actually carried out, learning the real skills they need to thrive in the industry. They get a true peek under the hood of quantum hardware using tools and workflows that reflect real lab practice. Quantum Edge Academy includes structured program courses that start from ground up. Learners can explore topics like the anatomy of a quantum computer, dilution refrigerator operation, signal paths and instrumentation, RF and signal processing, and how to characterize, calibrate, and control superconducting qubits. Quantum Edge Academy offers two types of courses: concept courses, which introduce key practical topics like quantum computing from an experimental perspective, and practical courses, where students carry out realistic measurements on simulated quantum systems inside Experiment Timeline, a feature of our lab control and measurement software, Quantum Edge. So instead of only reading about quantum hardware, learners actually practice working with them. For example, in Anatomy of a Quantum Computer, learners are introduced to the core building blocks of a cryogenic quantum lab, from the QPU and dilution fridge to cabling, instruments, and automation software. In Making Your First Measurement, student learns the practical foundations of measurements in a cryogenic environment, including impedance, RLC circuits, signal processing, and how signals are conditioned inside the fridge. And in Finding Your Qubit, they begin the process of tuning a superconducting qubit using realistic measurement techniques like resonator spectroscopy and qubit power spectroscopy. Our goal is simple: help learners build the understanding and confidence they need before entering a real quantum lab. Quantum Edge Academy is built for students, PhDs and postdocs preparing for work in a lab environment, universities and research institutions looking for structured, practical training in quantum hardware, principal investigators and quantum companies onboarding new students, researchers or technical staff. In short, it's built for anyone serious about developing quantum hardware talent. So whether you're building a university program or developing workforce skills in the industry, Quantum Edge Academy gives you a scalable way to teach practical quantum engineering. And the learning doesn't stop with the simulation. Quantum Edge Academy is the first step, as the flight simulator was. VIDYAQAR is the next step, an open architecture quantum system for education, research, testing, and benchmarking. Together, they create a real training ladder, from learning the basics safely in a simulator to building confidence on real systems, and eventually to working on larger and more advanced quantum hardware. That's how quantum workforce development becomes scalable.
What Quantum Edge is actually really allowing us to do is to provide this practical training without having to run the labs and pay the overhead for things not working in a real lab. And so this is really allowing our students to, within maximum 2 years, require all the skills that the industry needs to be really to make a revolution in development of quantum technologies.
If you want to build practical quantum engineering skills without the cost and complexity of running a full lab from day one, Quantum Edge Academy is built for you. Get in touch and let's set up access for your program, team, or institution.